Ameingia koti, ameingia nini kwa sababu ameingia kwa jemba. Ameingia jemba. Na mara mpaka wiki. Yes, somebody has done my application for my plan now. Case has been dropped. Wali kaja tumu. Hajafika mpiko kwa mchana.
Hajatuangalia mtandao.
Hajataka kazi yake.
You know that person.
Yes, you're enough. Together with Mr. Samuel Karaja and Professor George Wadekoya, I had a request from my colleague Mr. Mari that he wants to introduce his team.
My name is Omari Dunstan. I do appear together with my laureate senior, Mr. Cliff Ombeta, is present. We do appear with MS Dorcas Mwai.
I'm present.
Mwai. We do appear together with Mr. Shadrach Omboi.
I'm present.
And MS Anita Masaki.
Present.
That is the team for the petitioner in this matter. There are several pupils who are present. I was told we have never recognized pupils, but the court has had a chapter.
The hearing of a witness we had accommodated because he'll be leaving the country. So today's hearing is part of the defense case. I can confirm the witness is present in court. And that we are ready to proceed. A small housekeeping matter, Your Honor. We had earlier on promised the court that when it comes to our turn, we will decide how we want to be heard. My instructions are that the respondent would prefer that we proceed in camera. And therefore, if that finds favor with the court, then we will request that everyone else except the parties and their advocates and the legal team then should excuse us so that we proceed.
Can I be very clear? From the affidavits and the witnesses deposed by the witness, they do not disclose. They do not disclose any information that will be of a national security issue or that injures anybody. Your Honor, we had clearly agreed this matter will not go live. That one is okay. Any attempt to proceed this matter will be prejudicial to the public. The witness taking the job is a Catholic priest who earns salary courtesy of the churchgoers. They need to know. The whole congregation has an obligation to know. There's nothing private other than him confirming whether he presided over the marriage. It's a simple question. So, Your Honor, in our position, from the petitioner's point, it is that let the matter proceed in an open court. Areas of to go to camera, they will apply on the type of evidence that will go into in camera. My learned colleague, senior, will address my position. Mr. Cliff.
Yeah, as it has been said, the witness was coming today. As much as I can emphasize that it's minor, but then again, it does not fall in the category of what we can call protected witness. He has not come to this court and told this court that maybe he has been threatened or harassed in any way. So therefore, whatever he must say, he can say it in open. And the person actually testifying right now is not the respondent. So has the witness who's coming today asked for any kind of protection? He has not. So we proceed in public, in open. There's nothing to hide, nothing to do. Everything.
I'm not very good with adjectives. So the one that comes to my mind is utterly surprised. My understanding all along, and we can confirm from the record, was that it is the petitioner who has consistently craved to have our case heard in public. And we indulged, we said, on our part of the case, there are several consents and rulings on this issue, that if she wants our part of the case to be heard in public and before cameras, that's her choice. But unless my memory has played tricks on me, we have always been consistent that when it comes to the respondent's evidence, we will decide at that point whether we want it to be heard in camera or in an open court. The petitioner has always respected that leeway. The consent so far reported are to the effect that when it comes to the evidence of the respondent or the respondent's part of the case, we will reserve how we want to proceed. It is clearly unfair for the petitioner now to turn around and deny us that leeway, which has been recorded in several court rulings and several consents. The question as to whether a family matter should proceed in camera or in public is not a question of the nature of the witness coming to testify and whether that witness deserves protection or not. That's the wrong criteria, Your Honor. The question of whether this matter should proceed in camera or in an open court is not a question that turns on the vulnerability of witnesses. It is a question that turns on the nature of the proceedings. The nature of the proceedings before you is that they are proceedings at the general level in private law, at a more specific level, proceedings in family law, which is the most intimate aspect of a person's life. The convention and the practice of the court is that such matters as the one before you are heard in camera. What we have been doing is the exception to the norm. We must be careful from the exception. Usually when between the norm and the exception, what were special reasons, not generic reasons, special reasons to depart from the norm. When we came before you previously, the reason we departed from the norm is because the petitioner insisted, contrary to the norm, that she wanted our evidence to be given in public. We had our reservations, but we indulged her. And from the record, the reason we indulged her, or the condition, or the understanding, whatever we want to call it, was that we would allow our craving for a public trial on the understanding she will allow us the leeway to decide how we conduct our part of the case. She, having enjoyed that mutual understanding, is now stopped from turning around and insisting that even our part of the case must be heard in public. Lastly, Your Honor, it is on record that even the regulator of the profession, who is the Law Society, has been raising issues and concerns why we are departing from the norm on how this matter is heard. This is not a matter in public law, Your Honor, so that questions of public interest would arise. Questions of public interest arise in matters of constitutional law, in matters of judicial review, in matters of administrative law, and generally
in disputes between the state and its subjects. There is absolutely no public interest in this matter, not even a remote one, not even what they would call back then de minimis. I don't know whether the man with me, Your Honor, is pronouncing that correctly. We come from a community with a very heavy heart. But the point really is, this is a purely private affair between two private individuals and their intimate private lives. We would be happy to hear which is this section of the public that has an interest in a man's marriage or lack of it, or a man's marital status. And with those very many remarks, our submission is that the objection is just a waste of time. We should by now be hearing the witness. I will urge Your Honor to make a summary decision on this issue so that we get out of the way and proceed.
Yeah, for purposes of publicity, through the media. We are here on a very serious family matter. Family matter that encroaches into family life. Family matter that gets into the family in its nuclear capacity. The children are involved. The grandchildren, if any, are involved. And people who are reasonable in the streets are also involved. And the question one would ask, in the words of Lord Denning, in his infamous attribute in his metropolitan case versus the high trees, he brought this supposition depicting what an intelligent man with common sense on top of a Clapham omnibus would think if the driver stepped on a brake suddenly. Will he jump, or will he say that the man is just stopping on the brake? We are here on a very serious matter where we not even need to be seen or to be heard outside there. Family here, and the honorable member who is sitting around here has a family. He would wish that matters pertaining to his family be kept within the house. Now, even if the petitioner has come up to open the box for everyone to hear, that's okay. It's her constitutional right. But international norms of obligation requires men with common sense to solve their issues in-house. And therefore, we are urging this court to go far beyond the norms of publicity or cheap publicity. Man's life is at stake. Thank you.
Article has been quoted. No provision of the law has been quoted. No CJ practice rules have been quoted. This is a law, this is a court that deals with provisions that are expressly provided. Your Honor, two, my good friend talked about the convention, international conventions, and the practice of the courts. Nothing has been tabled before you. You have been told that what you are dealing with, Your Honor, is an exception to the norm. If indeed is an exception to the norm, the respondent cross-examine my witnesses in live coverage. At the stage of examination in chief,
That is the petitioner's case. At the stage of cross-examination, they could have simply said, let them cross-examine the petitioner and the witnesses in camera. It cannot be now when we also want to cross-examine, then they are saying it is bad. You know the story was? We have heard the story of the girl. Their words. We need to hear the story of the boy. Today the boy is coming. We are told the boy cannot be asked questions unless the boy is coming to lie. Unless the boy has packaged a package full of lies. That is why he doesn't want the public
Your
to
Honor, I
know.
would object to that. I would object to that. And I'm telling counsel that the boy, not trying the boy. Therefore, I would ask the court to ask the counsel to refrain from lying.
You know, we were told that we are craving for publicity. And we are craving for cheap publicity. Nothing has been provided to you to show that you have been craving for cheap publicity. You know, it is on record when the letter from the Nairobi branch, the Law Society of Kenya, was presented to you. It is captured on digital recordings in the YouTube. My good friend, Mr. Mudomi, arguing the petitioner's case that those are busybodies. When did they become now people of substance for him to jump and rely on the letter by our colleague, the chairman of Nairobi branch, Mr. Kanjam? Let us not be selective. When it hurts, we jump from the position that we took. We, both of us, agreed that the busybodies have not quoted any section of the law to stop this matter being a matter of public interest and a matter to be heard. You know, you have been told that this is not a JR matter. True, JRs cannot be in a magistrate's court. This is not about administration law or the state versus the subject. This is a private matter. The Right Reverend has come to confirm that the marriage ceremony was conducted in public. It was never conducted in privacy. Marriages that result into divorce are a public question. The people who are invited, the people who attend, have a right to also know the reasons and the manner of dissolution. Lord Denning lived before the year 2010 when we promulgated the new constitution. At Lord Denning's time, there was no television coverage of proceedings in court. In the 70s, there was only one station called the VOK or KBC. Today, we have a proliferation of medias in thousands. The judiciary that was there at that time is now undergoing the judicial transformation, where the digitalization of issues, the recordings of issues is digital. It has opened all over. The election petitions in this country go live. Murder trials are live. My good friend Cliff Ombeta were dealing with a matter just now where an advocate was killed. It was live. So anybody trying to hide that this is a private matter, Article 35 and Article 34 of the Constitution demands for openness. Article 10, the principles of governance that bind this court, demand for transparency. What is this that is being hidden? You know, what is this that my employer at Catholic University, the priest, wants to hide without disclosing to the whole world what it is? Your Honor,
I don't know whether it's proper for my colleague, and I actually don't even know why he had another bite, to suggest that the reason we want to go in camera is because the witness or anyone has something to hide. Because if we follow that logic to its extreme, it will mean all proceedings that go in camera before a court of law proceed in that manner because the witnesses have something to hide. As I said, it is the nature of certain disputes that the convention is that they are heard in camera rather than in open court. That's what we're addressing, not casting aspersions and give the petitioner the assurance perhaps she needs. When we resume our part of the case, if she wants to proceed how she has always proceeded, we have no problem. But let her honor the understanding on which we allowed her to proceed that way.
you know, lastly, before counsel interjected, I was asked whether this is a public matter or public interest. Yes, the respondent is a public officer, paid by every citizen of this country. They have no private life. The discussions about Honorable Mithika Linturi can never be a private affair. It is a public question. Kenyans have a right under Chapter 6 to interrogate, to investigate, to understand who the senator is. So this is not a purely private question between me and my good friend Liti here. This is a matter of public interest. You know, lastly, you have been told that there are children involved, there are grandchildren involved, there were reasonable people on the streets. At the time of the petitioner's case, were these children not there? Who has sworn affidavits to bring issues of children before this court? You know, we have been told that this is a matter to be dealt with only in the four corners of this court. My good friend Professor Wajakoya has debated this matter at funerals in Meru. Not in this court. We have already made an application to request for him to explain. So if the defense team for the respondent has gone to litigate in funerals, what is wrong? It being before you. You know, lastly, my good friend Shadrach tells me that family matters under Article 45 of the Constitution are great public interest issues. The law in Article 45 states that it is the nucleus, it is the credo, it is the everything. The state emanates from the family. And that is why the family, being a fundamental unit of the society, must grow with jurisprudence, must grow with the time as events unfold, and therefore this matter needs to be discussed in an open and transparent manner, and that is what I believe the framers of the Constitution had in mind. You know, that may you allow us to proceed to cross-examine, and if the court will be inclined not to allow him to give his examination in chief in camera, in public, on our part during cross-examination, we will be asking that we cross-examine in public.
For me, I'll deal with it with what we call mathematical exactitude. In the next 5 minutes.
Supposed to be wireless. Supposed to be wireless.
one of the witnesses be allowed to testify at this juncture, as he's soon traveling out of this court's jurisdiction and will be away for a long period. This request was made in the backdrop of directions made of the directions of the High Court that this matter be heard and determined expeditiously. Going back to the time when we commenced this proceedings, this court did pose the question as to how parties wish to proceed, or that is whether in public or private. The petitioner's counsel stated categorically that the petitioner had waived a right to be heard in camera and elected that she proceeds in public. The respondent's counsel did respond to that, and he had no problems in proceeding in such manner, but reserved the right to elect on how they will proceed when their time comes. This has been the script. No, this, in my view, is one such time, and they are at liberty to so elect. There have been various instances during these proceedings where this scenario has been revisited by parties and the court, and the script and understanding has always been, as I have stated here above. I do not wish to depart from this line of understanding, because we held quite a number of meetings in chambers by counsel to just chart the way forward and lay some ground rules on how we are going to proceed. And to me, therefore, the respondent is allowed to elect on how to proceed. Having so elected, I shall go. Direct this matter proceeds in the
Much obliged.
May I be allowed to make a small application to that effect? You have instructions from my client, the petitioner, that she is dissatisfied with that ruling. And she'll be seeking leave to contest that ruling in the High Court. Because she believes that that ruling infringes on her rights. It's only unfortunate that the ruling has been read after I've gotten the authority from the High Court that has declared divorce matters that can proceed in public. Now that the court has made its ruling, we will be seeking that we be given leave to appeal that decision. And the witness who was supposed to testify can be stood down. As we proceed to challenge that decision. So that if the High Court agrees that the matter will proceed in camera, then we can proceed with the witness. After all, the sequence of events was curtailed midway to allow the defense witness to come and testify on an understanding that he was traveling out of the country. We undertake to proceed to the High Court by Friday for a determination of this matter. May our prayers be granted.
It's now clear why my colleague was raising what in my view was a non-issue. To me, this request that the witness be stood down pending an appeal betrays mala fides. We have previously addressed you on how such movement to and from the High Court delayed this matter, culminating in the ruling, the latest from the High Court, that this matter be heard immediately. It would amount to a game of ping pong for this court to stay proceedings pending going back to the same High Court that told you to hear this matter and determine it expeditiously. If the petitioner wants leave to appeal your decision, we have no problem. They can get the leave. But this request that the witness be stood down is a delay tactic. And in any event, incompatible with the decision from the High Court that this matter be heard immediately. So, in short, Your Honor, our position is that the request to stand down the witness, especially when it's a witness about to leave the country for a long time, given the history of the matter and the order from the High Court, it's a delay tactic. Sometimes, Your Honor, they say we may have to choose between two evils. Our request is you disallow the standing down of this witness. But if the court is inclined, then we will elect to go public so that there is no excuse to adjourn this matter. So that we don't lose today's hearing given the circumstances, so that your ruling is not used as an excuse to circumvent the order. So I'm saying the court should outrightly disallow the request to stand down the witness. And in the event the court is inclined to allow that request, then we will waive our rights so that we proceed immediately in public.
What my colleague has said, I would also like to draw your attention. I'd like to draw your attention to the history of this litigation, to the times and days and dates that this matter has been delayed deliberately, sometimes for 2 hours, sometimes for more than 20 minutes, with flimsy excuses, and you have always allowed us to continue. I say that mean that there's a game plan to delay this case. There's a game plan to delay this case given the history under the circumstances that counsel has deliberately on previous occasions twisted mode of justice to suit his own position. And therefore it will be prejudicial to natural justice in this country, in this court, within the administration of justice, to turn this court into a kangaroo court, to turn this court into a string jacket lawyering practices that are not acceptable in modern age of reforms. Thank you.
I hope that I've only requested is an application known by law. I'm not asking anything outside. A decision has been given. I have firm instructions to challenge that decision in the High Court. The High Court is known by law, is a creature of the Constitution, just like this court is a creature of the Constitution. Is my client or our client entitled to those reliefs? Yes. Should the question of time expediency be the reason for her to lose what Professor Ojakoya has put it properly, the rules of natural justice? Do they allow her to pursue every avenue of law known by law? It can't be a double standard. Her she loses, the petitioner gets it. You know, you have been told that this
is a way to delay this matter. And this is a way to go back to that High Court that did say that this matter must proceed immediately. That can't be a blanket reason to circumvent the rules of natural justice, as Professor puts it. You know, we are ready to appear before the High Court, I said on Friday, to get a decision of this matter. You know, you have been told that this matter must be heard. It's a life and death matter. No, it is my own words. This matter must move expeditiously. I will
Just say, you have been told, implying it's coming from them. That is not the case.
all right, I will make sure. Professor and Mudomi Council have said that look at the history, the timelines, and specifically counsel, the lead counsel in this matter, being me, has been using every excuse to delay this matter. Every flimsy excuse made on record that I'm not a party in this matter. I take instructions from my client. Every presentation before this court is instructions as given to us by our client. My good friend Ndomi says they've reached a point where they have got to choose between two evils. That if the court is inclined to step down the witness, they are ready to waive their right. When we appeared before you last, I did ask this question. Do the respondents know the decision of this court in advance? So that this, to them is speed, not the rules of justice.
I don't think it's in order to cast those sort of aspersions. Nowhere in my submissions did I suggest that the decision of the court is known to any party, and for the record, I do not know it, because it is very unfair. Your Honor, I keep saying this is not a show. It is a court proceeding. It is a very solemn proceeding. It is not a forum where we can just carelessly speak as we wish. I have never suggested that we know what the decision of this court is. All I did is to make the work of everyone easier. That instead of us losing time if the court is inclined to stand out the witness, then we can get rid of the problem by saying, fine, we don't have to go that route, the witness can take the stand, and we'll go live or public as they desire. Then that would, if that's acceptable, the application is swept out of the field. There is nothing to appeal from going forward.
You know, people are pushing me that I'm pushing so hard for no good reason. And they have considered that father can take the dog in a public hearing, we proceed. I agree with my people's feelings and committee here that let the father take the dog and we proceed in a public hearing.
No, I'm taking a different title.
I'm only saying they have considered. And my people are really pushing me that I'm being hard for nothing.
I'm in control there.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yes. In counsel's own admission, before I gave my ruling, there was an affirmative that in the event, then they can proceed in camera and they can elect to cross-examine the public. Now that lead counsel for the respondent has indicated that they are willing to waive that right, the chief will go camera. For cross-exam, elect to go public.
Marshal.
Take a step.
So that the court can know who you are.
Your Honor, my name is Father Micheni Jason from Meru.
Jason Micheni.
Yeah.
The full name.
Reverend Father Jason Micheni.
Father Micheni, you're on the perhaps if you could get your birth of the one with the numerators up to 20. I want you to look at the document you're holding at page 11. It's at page 11, Your Honor, of the respondent's battle as we look for it. Please confirm whether this is the witness statement that you made for purposes of this case.
It is, Your Honor.
Let's go to page 12 of that document. Is that your signature?
Yes, Your Honor.
Would you be agreeable to the court taking this statement as part of your evidence?
Yes, Your Honor.
Can you read paragraph 4 of that statement of yours? The one numbered up to 20, Your Honor.
Your Honor, paragraph 4, I said, I am the church minister that officiated a Christian marriage solemnized between the respondent and Mercy Kaimeni at the Tigania Catholic Parish on 8th of April 2000.
To the best of your knowledge, sir, is that the true position or is it a lie? The matter set out in that paragraph, are they true to the best of your knowledge?
It is true to the best of my knowledge, Your Honor.
Did you issue any marriage certificate to the parties?
Yes, Your Honor.
Would I be right, sir? Is this the marriage certificate you issued? Your Honor, that would be page 20 of the battle. Page 20 at the bottom, Your Honor.
It is the one, Your Honor.
So look at page 20 of that battle. The document at page 20 to
Yes,
or
Your
the
Honor.
marriage certificate that you issued?
Yes, Your Honor.
I don't know whether Your Honor will want to see the original. Let's go to page 21 of that battle, sir. What is that document to the best of your knowledge?
Your Honor, this document.
21. The next page, Your Honor.
This document was written by my colleague requesting the registrar of marriages to confirm that Franklin Midhika and Mercy Kaimeni were both married in the Catholic Church and the government of Kenya.
What is the document at page 22?
It is the document which was given by the Department of the Registrar General of Marriage certificate and forms showing that Midhika and Mercy were married officially.
Can you read the title of this document?
It is Republic of Kenya.
May I want to know one question? Is the witness going to produce the documents?
Yes,
or is
Your
only
Honor.
reading?
We'll get there, Your Honor. I don't know why the council is interjecting. We'll get there. Does this document, sir, bear the stamp of the church?
Yes, Your Honor.
Which church?
Tigania Catholic Parish.
Is that the church at which you married the Honorable Mithika and Mercy Kaimeni?
Yes, Your Honor.
The document at page 23, does it bear the stamp of the church?
Yes, Your Honor.
Have you whether these documents actually originated from the church?
Yes, Your Honor. I met the priest who gave these documents and went to the records. These are the true copies from the original record we are having in the church.
Let's go to page 26. Is that document, sir?
This is a photo, Your Honor, of two people who are married.
Do you know these people who are shown getting married here?
Yes, Your Honor.
Who are they?
This is Honorable Mithika LINTURI and Mercy Kaimeni.
There is a person in the middle whose body is not entirely shown. Who is that?
That is me, Your Honor.
That is you.
Yeah.
Is this picture a true reflection of the events of the wedding you presided over?
Yes, Your Honor.
Page 27. To the best of your memory and recollection of the events, is that a photograph actually taken at that wedding?
Yes, Your Honor.
I think the witness testified. Let him be shown to describe what is mentioned. Let him not be led.
Well, I was trying to save time because Your Honor. Fine. 28, sir. What document?
Page what, Your Honor?
28.
Page 28, Your Honor. This is the climax of the wedding where Honorable Mithika and Mercy Kaimeni are exchanging the rings. If you look at it clearly.
Who are the people shown at page 29?
Page 29, we have Honorable Mithika and Mercy Kaimeni trying to feed each other with a cake after the wedding.
I'm not sure you're looking at 29, sir. Look at 29.
Yes, this I am, sir.
Oh, it appears my pagination is different. Maybe I have to show him another one. I don't know. In mine it is 30. I don't know whether yours has the cake. Yeah? 20. I don't know. Yes.
Mine doesn't have that page, Your Honor.
Oh, yours doesn't have page 30. Now I know.
But let me see that one. See this one? Yes, the one.
Your Honor, I will have to apologize. It's me who has mixed up the definition.
The one
Yes.
use yours.
Okay. Uniform copy from this battle for everyone. Just in case there is.
Mine, we are moving.
Okay. 29, who are the parties there?
These are four people in front of us here.
Uh-huh.
One by the name Honorable Mithika LINTURI with Kaimeni. And next to Mithika is me, Father Micheni. And next to me is another friend of mine, Father Sylvia Kaberia.
Father Sylvia Kaberia.
Yeah.
Sylvia or Silva?
Sylvia. Whatever the case.
Page 32, I don't know the name of your 32 shows here.
Are you throwing your hand?
You know, Your Honor, still on names, I get to be asked, Biancolo is the name from what place? And then my friend here brings a colleague called Shadrach Waboy, and today he read another one that, so let's leave Meru names to the Merus. Page 32, who are these people?
That too, you can see I'm there myself looking keenly, and next to me is the document for the
Actual signing of the marriage certificate. You know, I'm assuming I can skip some so that we move faster, if that's okay with my colleagues. I can have to show him.
Make your life easy. Now that we have seen whatever we have seen so far.
Yes.
The rest will digest. We still have the record with us.
Fair enough.
At our own fine time, when we are meditating, we can also.
So, would I be right, sir, just a minute, to say these are photographs? You're familiar?
very familiar with my honor.
You're very familiar with these photographs?
Yes.
I want to show you a small video. My laptop instead of we are very techno-savvy at Mudomi and Karanja, but that doesn't stop the devil sometimes. And again, you're not subject to. I've given my colleague a copy of this video, and perhaps I can also give. We have digitized it because you recall the problems we had with the old machines and whatnot. If it's okay, I can give the photos of the copy. So I will jump maybe to the relevant part, given how long it is. So I want you to look at this video very keenly. Perhaps as it rolls, you can tell Your Honor if there are any people you recognize in the video.
Your Honor, those are the parents of Honorable LINTURI. And next to them, I think they're the parents of the lady, Mercy KEITANY. The lady is being handed over to the parents of LINTURI as was tradition. But when a lady is getting married, it's officially given to the parents with the son who is marrying them and the vice versa. Now they are greeting each other and accepting to take the lady as their daughter from now on. Those are the mothers being very happy, seeing the parents. There I'm trying to say that they have become now, the lady has been handed over to Medeka officially to show that the parents participated in helping their son to get married officially.
Which city is this, sir?
That's the time now I was questioning them and cross-examining them about their consent of getting married officially. That's the time they were committing each other, themselves to each other, and agreeing to get married officially and to love one another.
Not speaking of vows.
Yeah,
Vows.
that's the vow they are taking now.
Just for the record, Your Honor, he has served only the laptop speakers. They can't project it loudly enough, but I can confirm the copies you have are very audible.
That's the time when they fail to confirm that is the true lady, that he is married. And he has done it now. They are going to the point now of exchanging the rings.
Who are the persons now visible on the screen?
It is Honorable LINTURI and Mercy Keitany and me in front of them.
Perhaps I can get an indication from the court, Your Honor, when we watched in Nasa. Like I said, this thing is 3 hours long. But I thought it's important for the witness to actually relate to.
Enough. I'll have a chance of this.
Oh. To the best of your knowledge, is this a video recorded at the wedding?
It is the one, Your Honor.
I noted the court was distracted, Your Honor. So perhaps I could put the question again. To the best of your knowledge, Father, is this video recorded at the wedding you presided over? Or is this something someone made after the event?
It's a true video, Your Honor. For those who are many years from now, when it was recorded and I was there that time, and I was younger than now, you can see now I'm a bit older. You can see the difference.
Was very younger.
I was also younger, yeah.
So, Father Micheni, to the best of your knowledge, I've shown you a number of documents in this bundle. The marriage certificate, the documents from Tigania Parish, the photographs, and this video. As a man of God, do you have anything you would know why the court should be suspicious of these documents?
Your Honor, these are true records.
You have to look at His Honor in the eye.
Your Honor, these records are true. I believe they are true records because this marriage took place many years ago. At that time, it was done normally in our village there. Nobody knew that this time we should be standing here trying to testify that it was a true marriage. But it was a true marriage and everybody was involved. Many people were there. When they are there today, they can also affirm this was a true marriage between the two young people that time who are becoming older now.
So do you know any reason, sir, why the court as a seat of justice should be suspicious about either this video or the photographs in this bundle? And please take your time if you must. Or the marriage certificate. In short, as a man of God, do you know any reason why the court would, as a seat of justice, doubt the authenticity of any of these documents?
No, sir.
Sir, to the best of your knowledge, this marriage you solemnized between LINTURI and Mercy Keitany, has it ever been dissolved by a court of competent jurisdiction?
I'm not aware, sir.
cross-examination. I'll only ask 3 questions. My good friend had the cross-examination. Then the other orders will follow. Father, you are a man of God.
Yes, Your Honor.
Father, you are a man of God.
Yes, Your Honor.
Confirm when you conducted this marriage. Which date?
It was 8th of April 2000.
Did you have a government license to conduct that wedding?
Yes, Your Honor.
Have you produced the government license?
Yes, Your Honor. In this documents, it is there.
Show the court in the documents presented before this court.
Your Honor.
I don't know, we have that document on file, maybe that's
Well, just not. You know, you are used to preaching to us, we don't ask.
And you to listen.
Here we now ask a question. There is no record that you are licensed to conduct that wedding. In this, there's none. That is your packet in your pocket. There is none in the court record.
Your Honor, we object to that question because there is a reason pleadings are served. This witness is not a party to the case. We found his witness statements, we found the battle, no rejoinder or issue was raised as to whether he has the license. Now we are being surprised that the issue is being raised. That it ought to have been raised as part of the pleadings, then we will prepare for it. But as I said, if counsel really wants to go into that area, where the witness has his license, we have it on file. And pleading serve the purpose of letting the other side know what are the issues that will be raised. This witness only came to testify as to whether he officiated a marriage.
May I be allowed to proceed?
Ask the questions. Cross-exam.
I've only asked the question. Have you produced before this court any license from the government that allowed you to conduct that way? Say that yes or no.
No, my Honor, but
Thank
I
you.
have them here.
Mr. Cliff.
Mr. Father, sorry, you know, I'm used to Mr. and the policeman.
Welcome. Don't worry.
So if I call you SP, just understand. You said your full names are?
Reverend Father Jason Micheni.
Jason Micheni. You conducted this ceremony, you said, on the 8th of April 22, the year 2000.
Yes, sir.
Yes, just look at the certificate that you have. The certificate that was issued on that day.
Yes, Your Honor.
Please look at the persons who are as the witnesses there. What are the names of the witnesses?
The witnesses,
Yes.
one is Mr. Mbaya as a witness. The other one is Mrs. Mbaya and I myself, Father Micheni. There are the 3 witnesses that
The
day.
witnesses, yeah. And the names are shown where? Exactly in that column?
In this column, Your Honor, we only put the signatures. We don't put the names of the witnesses. So only one person's name is here as a witness.
My
That
question is very
this.
simple. Do you have the names in that certificate? Please.
I have
just
the
answer me.
signatures of the name of the person.
Do you have the names? I'm going to ask you that question again. You'll have to answer that
No,
question.
we have the signatures.
So that we are able to confirm that you also attended this and you officiated, is there a signature of yours on that document?
No, my Honor, this document don't have
Is
a
there
signature.
a signature of yours in that document? Please
No.
don't give me explanations. I don't want
No,
that.
but my name is
Thank
there.
you very much. At least maybe your ID number or something like that. Something that can show that it is you who conducted this wedding on this particular
Your
day.
Honor, perhaps that question will need to be shown first, that it is the practice and it is part, because the marriage certificate is a statutory form. It is not manufactured by the fathers and the ministers. It is given by the state and it has slots for entering. You cannot enter material that is not designed to be entered on that form. So we object to that line of questioning unless the petitioner can show you that this form, or this certificate, is not in the format normally issued, because then it is unfair to suggest to the witness that the certificate is irregular when they are not being told how it departs from the norm or from the law.
I think that can easily be countered during re-examination. It's easy, it's as easy as that, because all you need to show him several marriage certificates, and he's an expert, he's an all-around in this. He'll tell you how he does it. So proceed.
Yes, and if you look at that certificate, you said that the persons who signed as witnesses just put their signatures, isn't it? Their names were not there.
Yes.
Yes. Now that's why I want to take you to look at that bundle and go to page. The person called David. David Mbaya, that's page 14. Of the bundle, you can see that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is that the person who was present as a witness?
Yes, Your Honor.
And the names there are David Mbaya John, isn't it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Go to paragraph number 4.
Yes, Your Honor.
What are the names of the person he says is his wife?
My wife, Mudama Esther Gaki, who is also an advocate of the High Court.
The name is?
Mudamia Esther Gaki.
Okay. Now, that is the person who was supposed to be a witness on that particular day, isn't it? So then now let us go to the certificate that you are looking at. That was at page... let's go to page 23. This is a document you said that you got from who?
Your Honor, this document is from the archives of the church. When we do the marriages, we have these details filled
So
here.
I'm asking a very simple question. You are going to many stories. It was given to you by who? Simple.
Which?
Page 23.
This document is from the church.
Yes. Who gave it to you?
The father in charge of that church. A copy of this one to put in this document.
He gave it to you. As it is like that way?
Yeah, it was a photocopy of what was there those days.
It was just, he gave it to you the way it was, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes. Look at the persons who were supposed to be the witnesses and the signatures down there. You can be able to see that part?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Please indicate to the court what is the name of the male person. Name. I'll repeat, name.
David Mbaya John.
Where are you reading that name?
The witness.
Yes. And the lady?
Esther Gaki Mbaya.
Esther Gaki Mbaya. Is there a signature where she's supposed to sign?
Below there's a place for the signature for the male and the female.
The female part where the lady is supposed to sign, or the female, is there a signature?
The female, she gave her name.
Is there a signature?
I see her name, Your Honor. I don't know.
No, I'm asking you. Are you seeing any signature there, sir? You are going to answer that question.
Signature of male and the female, and there are two.
Thank you very much. On the side of the female, have you seen a signature apart from the name?
I see the name, yes, sir.
There's no signature, isn't it?
Yeah.
Thank you very much. That name, I want you to go back to the document of David and tell me whether it's the same name.
Come again, sir.
The name of the witness, if you go back to page 14, just hold page 14 and don't close that page also as well. Eh?
Yeah, yes.
What is the name again of the wife?
Is Mudamia Esther Gaki.
Now let us go back very quickly to page 23. What is the name there?
Esaka Kimbaya.
Do you see the name Mudhamia?
That is the father's
No,
name.
no. Do you see the name Mudhamia in the document on page 23?
No.
No. So when he gave you this document, the one on page 23, when was it that he gave you this document? When did you receive it from him?
This has taken me maybe 4 to 5 months ago.
No, 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 sir. 4 or 5 months ago is not going to be a good answer. When did he give you this document?
So I can't remember the exact date, but it's 5
About
months ago.
5 months
That's the
ago.
line.
So let's go 5 months ago. Today is October.
Yes, sir.
So when you go 5 months ago, which month do we go to?
Now we go to the month of April. I can get
May,
in April.
June, July, August. In fact, June, July, August, September, October.
Yeah.
So 5 months. Let's say June, yeah?
Yeah.
We can't even take May. Yes. This document, when you brought it, it was certified. Did you certify it? Did you certify this document, sir?
Your Honor, this document.
Page 23. Did you certify that document, page 23? You know, it's either you certified or you don't. You don't think about it.
I did not certify.
You did not certify. Who certified the signature up there? If you were given this 12 a few months ago, which makes it maybe May or June, it was certified on 27th of December 2016. Who certified it?
Not 2016,
2018? Yes. 2018? Yes. Who certified it? That is about 10 months or 11.
The priest who is in charge of that parish now, because I'm not there myself.
You are not there. Did you by yourself then, as you said, when you went and saw the priest, isn't it?
Yes.
On what day? And I want you to do that as you look at your statement. On what day did you go and confirm that?
Your Honor, I said 5 months ago, I met with this priest and we went to the record and combined everything.
Any record to show that you actually even went there, so that we know you actually certified this, you saw this document and compared it.
Your Honor, this document, my name is appearing
No,
there.
don't worry about your name
Side.
appearing here.
So
I am
so
asking
I
you,
never,
sir.
I never wrote anything, sir.
Sir, don't worry
Yes.
about that part. This day will end, don't worry. I'm just asking you a very simple question, sir. Do you have anything that shows that you even ever went back there and saw these documents? Maybe you did by request. A document that you requested him that I'm coming on such and such a day to come and see these documents.
I did not sign anywhere that
You
document.
did not, so you have no record. Thank you very much. Now, the document before it is document number 22, isn't it?
Number?
20, page 22.
Yes.
It also has somebody who was certified, isn't it?
Yes, Your Honor.
And that is somebody certifying it for the father in charge.
Yes, Your Honor.
Who was the father in charge?
That time, father in charge was Father Agapius.
When?
He was called Father Agapius.
When was that?
He is there to present, he is there to now.
Yes. Somebody signed for the father in charge. Father in charge is called somebody. You have said the name. Who signed for him? You can see it is signed for.
Is the assistant parish priest or the assistant father in charge. He was there at that time when this record was being retrieved from the documents.
And he has a name.
Yeah, his name is Father Amos.
Okay. So now, when you are writing your statement, when you were writing your statement, when were you writing your statement?
It was written on July
When was that? July?
8th,
8th of July. You're sure about that?
2019.
You're sure about that?
Yes, Your Honor.
That's when you wrote your statement.
Yes, Your Honor.
Why are you saying 8th of July?
It's the day which I wrote and it was stamped by my advocate.
Thank you very much.
It's an official document I've given.
And that is why you cannot be telling the truth. Because if you
Change, Your Honor.
Go to the next page, sir. What does it say?
4th day of July.
You are not saying the truth. You see, these stories keep on changing.
I think when I gave to my article to sign official,
No,
this
no,
time
I asked you this. I've asked you this question. And
It
now,
was not clear. You wanna come again?
no, I finished her coming again. And
You
you
want
see,
let them come again because it's confused me. But those questions
I
two
finished.
and go.
I have
I
finished.
got confused the,
No, no.
the issues.
You see, I've finished because now, when I ask you this question,
But the points are very clear here. Everything is
No,
clear
no,
when it
sir.
was signed, when it was written.
Sight is okay. Why you argue with me? Now, I'm going to ask you another question. You are saying that when the council asked you whether these documents, these photographs were taken on that wedding and all these documents and all this, nobody could have maybe tampered with them or something like that, you said yes, isn't it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes. So that we are certain, sometimes, now we know that photographs sometimes have dates.
Yes, Your Honor.
If you look at these photographs, you don't see any dates on them, do you?
Yes, Your Honor.
And also the video did not have a date on it, did it? You looked at it, and I'm asking you a simple question. So that we know that this is actually who gave out this video?
This video was taken the day of the wedding, Your Honor.
Yes, now it has come here in the form of a CD, and I'm asking you, who made it? Do you know?
Don't remember those who are taking the videos that
No.
day, Your
Now
Honor.
it is in CD form. Do you know who made it into a CD? You know it's recorded by a camera or something like that.
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you know who has done that?
I'm not aware, Your Honor.
You have not even seen any certificate to show how it was made, isn't it?
Perhaps, Your Honor, Mr. Mbetu has come very late in this matter should be informed that there was a consent on electronic evidence in this area. He is now threading into is inconsistent with that consent, and if he wants to see the original disc again, he may not be aware because he has come very late in the day. We have actually come to court with the original compact disc, which I believe is just behind because we usually leave them to the
I think for the
public.
benefit of my counsel, production of it.
Otherwise, I would have terrorized you on that one, but let's
But we will not go far.
When weddings are done, there are some announcements that are made, isn't it?
Yes, Your Honor.
They are made where the lady comes from and also where the man comes from. Is that true?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes. And if you look at those documents, they were made where? These announcements?
They were made in Tigania Parish and Hadi Parish, where
Now just look at the document and confirm that it is showing that.
I mean, you can check what the law.
No, it's just right there, that document that you have. That right?
Yes,
Right
sir.
there, yes. That is page 20. Just look at the bottom, page 20,
The thing about page 23.
page 23. Does it show?
Your Honor, it will actually be on page 20 on the marriage certificate. There is a provision where you show or cross out whether the question comes with
Counsel, let me ask my question because I'm looking at a particular document. Are you looking at page 23?
Yes, Your Honor.
Certificate is made after the wedding has been done. So I'm asking something that is prior to that time.
Yes.
Does it show where it was announced?
It was announced in Tigania Parish
Okay. How many times?
3 times.
Was it announced? Who comes from Tigania in that particular marriage? The man, the woman?
The woman comes from
Thank,
Tigania.
thank you very much. Now, from the man's side, was it ever? Do you have a document that in that certificate? Is there any issue that shows whether it was announced or not?
It was not indicated here, Your
It
Honor.
is not indicated there.
But
No. But
it
sir,
has no place for 2 places.
don't
so
worry.
the one and the last
You know it is
one.
your document that I'm looking at. So I'm asking you questions on it. You cannot avoid.
I'm answering, Your Honor.
Don't worry, sir. I'm trying to imagine a situation, and this probably might turn out to be true. If in a Catholic wedding, if I have a child before marriage, maybe a boy or a girl, does that affect the wedding?
No, Your Honor.
It does not. in a Catholic wedding. And if somebody was saying, I mean, was this brought to your attention? Would you have, if it was brought to your attention, would you have conducted the wedding?
No,
Let's say that if one of the parties had a child.
No, Your Honor.
No. No, you could not have done it. By any chance, the man in the marriage, this one that we're talking about, do you know by any chance whether they had a child by that time?
I was not aware, Your Honor.
You're not aware.
And Your Honor, this ban was announced 3 times. In case someone has any question, you could ask a question. So after that, if we know that nothing comes, we proceed ourselves.
Don't worry, I finished that part.
That's the system goes.
Yes.
Yeah.
This statement was being made by you, it was drawn by the lawyers who were present, isn't it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, and your name in full that time was Reverend Father Johnson Micheni, isn't it?
Yes, Your Honor.
And that was your name in full, isn't it? Now, just look at the marriage certificate and tell me the names that are there. Page 20. Yes. What are the names of the father conducting the function?
Father Jason Micheni Nyeri.
And your names in full are Joseph Micheni, isn't it?
Jason Micheni Nyeri.
No, sir. Now you can't change. You can't change it now.
Father,
Yes,
my name is Shadrach Wamboi.
Welcome.
Yes, I shall endeavor to be kinder than my seniors.
No problem.
Yes.
You can go ahead, you're becoming strong every day.
Thank you. Now, Father, please confirm to the court where you stay.
Today I stay in a parish called Michaka Parish in Meru Diocese.
So 20 years when you were celebrating or you were officiating the marriage between the respondent and Masika Imeni, where were you staying?
At Tigania Catholic Parish.
You are staying at
Currently at?
Michaka Catholic Parish.
So 20 years when you were celebrating this marriage or when you were officiating this marriage, where were you staying?
At Tigania Catholic Parish.
Tigania Catholic Parish. Now, when did you leave Tigania Parish?
2004.
How many years after you had officiated the marriage?
That's between 202 and 204, that is around 2 years, something like that.
Around 2 years. So is it correct to tell the court that during this time you were living at that Tigania parish, the respondent and Masika Imeni were not living together with you at the parish?
We're not together in the parish, they're in their homes.
They were in their homes. So how far is the parish from their home?
Whose home?
The respondent and his then lovely wife.
First of all, when I was Tigania, when they were getting married, they were sitting separately.
I am after, now after you have officiated the marriage, you have confirmed to court that they were not living in the parish, isn't it?
Yes.
So at no given time will you have accounted for where they were staying, isn't it?
They were staying at their home.
Their home.
Yes.
You are not accountable to where they are staying, isn't it?
No.
You are not. So, are you aware when the respondent met the petitioner in this case?
It's around 1998, 1999.
No, you. Let me just be clear. I think these terms are getting you confused. Are you aware when the senator met Madam KEITANY? Marianne?
I think I'm not aware of that.
You are not aware, isn't it?
You're talking about Marianne?
No, I'm speaking about Marianne. We are here because of Marianne.
It was, so I was not very clear.
You are,
now.
are you aware?
No,
no, just listen to my questions. When you follow through, we'll have a very session. Are you aware the date or time or the year when the senator met Marianne?
I'm not aware.
You are not aware. Now, if you are to look at this bundle, Your Honor, I make particular reference to the further affidavit that was received in court on the 5th of April 2019. The photographs annexed to the affidavit. This man, the man with a shirt in blue stripes, I mean, if you cannot see his face here, you can see it here. Who is he?
It's not very clear for me, Your Honor, to recognize him.
This is the face.
It's not very clear, Your Honor. I don't know
you cannot see him. This one you will not also know. Who is he? You can bring it closer to your eyes. Does he resemble the respondent, the senator?
Yes, this the senator, Your Honor.
The senator.
Yes, Your Honor.
Is he also the same person in this other photograph?
No, I can say he's the one, Your Honor.
Do you know the petitioner in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
So is she the one here?
Yes, Your Honor.
So you confirm that the petitioner has been known all this while to the senator, isn't it?
If they are not in each other, Your Honor.
No, there is no problem. But as far as this photograph is showing, you can see that the senator is having a very good time with the petitioner, isn't it?
As far as they are 21 photos in each other, Your Honor. As far as I know, they are together and they knew each other.
They knew each other.
Yes.
So since you have confirmed that you are not living together with them and you cannot account for the whereabouts of the respondent, the senator, and you have also denied that you do not know when they met, or you are not aware when they met, isn't it?
Your Honor, the first question I was asking about Micheni KEITANY, and now he has started to talk about
Father.
KEITANY. I never got it clearly. So you need to come up again. The first question was not clear.
Father,
please
just respond to my questions.
Living with the petitioner, it was not clear what you're talking about. I'm sorry about that.
Now, let me just ask you
please,
again, isn't it? Are you aware when the senator met Marianne?
No.
You're not aware?
I'm not aware.
But from the photographs I've showed you, it shows that these people have met previously, isn't it?
In the photo they have met.
They have met.
Yeah.
Are you aware that they were having an affair?
I'm not aware, Your Honor.
You are not aware. To the best of your knowledge, do people conduct their divorces in church?
I'm not aware of that, Your Honor.
You are not aware. But you have been a priest for how many years?
Over 26 years from now, Your Honor.
Have you ever presided over a divorce in church?
No, Your Honor.
So we can arrive at the conclusion that divorces are not done or conducted in church.
They are not conducted, Your Honor.
They are not conducted in church. And therefore, in your statement, please open your statement. Please read paragraph 8.
The reasons, Your Honor. To the best of my knowledge, the marriage between the respondents and Micheni KEITANY has never been dissolved by a court of competent jurisdiction.
Now, that sets the basis of my other question. Do you work in court?
I work in the church, Your Honor.
No, the question is a yes or no. Do you work in court?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you. Do you work at the Registrar of Marriages?
No, Your Honor.
So how sure can you be that the senator never divorced Mercy Kaimenyi? Can you authoritatively say that they never divorced?
Yes, Your Honor. The law is very clear.
The law is very clear.
Yes, about that.
Which law?
Is that once you are together, you can't be apart. That's the law of the church.
That is the law of the church. So people, this is a very serious question.
Yes, come.
Please. So people who have married in the Catholic Church don't divorce.
They don't divorce, Your Honor. Because for us, we base...
No, it's people don't divorce. Because you will say it later.
They don't divorce.
They don't divorce, isn't it? Now, thank you. We'll get to that. Now, who is this in the photograph? Your Honor, I make a reference to the photographs I had initially directed, or rather, drawn the attention of the court
You
to.
give a very clear picture, Your Honor. I don't want to point it at photo, which is
These
not
are
very clear.
photographs. Now, this one. Who is this? Your Honor, unfortunately, the one that I have is not paginated. So what? Who is this?
She is KEITANY.
This one.
Yes.
And this is
Mithika.
And some other fellows, isn't it?
Yeah.
Are you part of this congregation that went to Marianne's home in Nandi?
No, Your Honor.
You are not. You are not invited, isn't it?
Your
Not
Honor,
bad.
for the record, there is no allegation in the pleading that any congregation, because congregation is a church delegation.
No,
The
it's
word
English.
congregation,
It's an English word. Now, you are not invited in this, let's use another word, the battalion that went to visit Marianne's family. You are not invited, is that correct?
I'm not aware of this. This is the
No,
Portuguese.
the question is, were you invited, yes or no?
I was not invited.
You are not invited.
As a priest, I was not invited.
So you are not able to know that there was a traditional marriage that happened between this good senator and Marianne.
I'm not aware, Your Honor.
You are not aware. Are you aware that this marriage happened in the year 2016?
I'm not aware of that.
You are not aware. But you must be aware that between the year 2016 and 2202, there must have been a difference of 14 years. Is that correct?
It's true, Your Honor.
All this while, were you keeping tabs or hosting the senator?
We are connected.
No, listen to my question. Were you hosting the senator?
No, Your Honor. He's a free man. He's a grown-up. He's a free man.
Thank you. So he was free to do what he was doing.
It depends what he was doing, Your Honor. The law is clear.
Your Honor, that should mark the end of my question.
You have, in your witness statement, talked about you being ordained.
Yes, Your Honor.
Kindly tell us which primary school you went to.
It was called Kibumbu Primary School, Your Honor.
Which school?
Kibumbu Primary School.
From which year to which year?
From 70 to 78.
1970 or 1970?
Yeah,
To 1970. From there you went to which other?
Secondary school.
Yes, which secondary school?
Yes, Your Honor. Yeah?
Tell the court which secondary school?
I was in a school called Kene Secondary School, Your Honor.
Kieni Secondary School.
Kene.
Kieni.
Yes,
From which year to which year?
I think 79.
You can't think. It can't be an approximate. You either know or you don't know.
I know, but I can't remember now.
You don't know. So you don't remember, that's all.
Yes.
Did you ever go to secondary school?
Yes, Your Honor.
Can you remember the duration you went to the secondary school?
4 years, Your Honor.
From which time to which time?
Maybe 1979 to 1981.
Let the court capture it is maybe. Thank you. After that, you went to any theological college?
I went to the seminary.
You went to the seminary. Which seminary?
St. Joseph Seminary, Langata.
St. Joseph Seminary, Langata. For what course?
For philosophical studies.
For philosophical studies. A course that took how long?
3 years.
3 years. Did you graduate?
Yes, Your Honor.
With what qualification?
Diploma in philosophy and religious studies.
Thank you. Did you again go to any college?
I went to Theologicum, Your Honor.
Theology?
Theologicum.
Theologicum. Sorry, I'm not a Catholic. Where is that?
St. Thomas Aquinas.
St. Thomas Aquinas, the great professor of law.
Wow.
The father of the modern natural school of law.
Yeah.
You are there.
Yes.
Thank you. Follow. Follow.
Huh?
You are there for how long?
4 years.
4 years. You graduated with it?
Diploma in Theologicum and religious studies.
The second diploma.
Yes.
Thank you. Did you again proceed?
Huh?
Did you again proceed with your knowledge acquisition?
From there, I was ordained a deacon.
You are ordained a deacon. Which year was this?
1992.
You were ordained in 1992. Have you ever pursued further knowledge?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
I've gone further to do social studies, social ministries, and I've also done a diploma in social ministries.
Social studies, right?
Tangasa
At Tangaza. Tangaza.
University College.
Tangaza University College. It's a constituent of which university?
Quail University.
So you are my student.
Yeah, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. Let's proceed. So when a teacher talks, then you know he has more to ask. You went to Tangaza College.
Yes, Your Honor.
You got what qualification?
I got a diploma in social ministries and missions.
Thank you. After Tangaza?
At that time I was a priest. I just went to implement what I've learned.
Have you ever again gone to gather more knowledge?
No, Your Honor.
Can I conclusively say that you are so competent in the canon law?
Yes, Your Honor.
And can you confirm that you are?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. That is all I was saying, that you are the most competent person in the canon. Tell us the vows that deal with marriage. The Catholic vows that deal with the marriage.
Come again, Your Honor.
Are there vows that deal with marriage?
Yes, Your Honor.
Tell the court. Some of us are not Catholics. So we want you to start now laying the basis for what you did on the 8th or 2000. What does the law, what does the canon law of marriage under the Catholic faith say?
It says that a man will leave his parents and be joined with the wife, and the two will become one, and whatever God has united, no person can put asunder.
No person can put asunder. Have you ever put asunder in marriage yourself?
No, Your Honor.
You have never.
Do you think anybody has has any power to put asunder such a marriage?
No, Your Honor, unless death.
It's only death. Thank you. You told my good friend, Mr. Cliff Umbeta, that according to you, a person who has a child outside marriage, what does the law of the Catholics say? What does the law of the Catholics say?
About what, Your Honor?
Omari here has a child in a village and he wants a marriage done by you.
Yes, Your Honor.
Will you do that marriage? Will I qualify for a full Catholic Church marriage when I have a child with another lady?
With who?
Not the lady I'm marrying.
You can qualify, Your Honor.
On what grounds?
There are many considerations there.
Tell us what the law says, the Catholic law. We have agreed you are the most brilliant Catholic priest in terms of canon law. What are the provisions on that angle?
Your Honor, the church considers the situation where the man at that time got the child, and the son where he is today. Those things we consider. But there's no clear cut about you are the child, so you can't get married tomorrow to somebody else. There's no
I've
clear
said
law about that.
you are aware that you had children outside before he came to you for wedding. Were you aware?
No, Your Honor.
Were you aware?
I was not aware, Your
You
Honor.
are never aware. You told this court that you have connections and links to Mythical Linturi. Are you a relative by any manner?
No, Your Honor.
What type of relationship exists between you and the senator?
I'm a priest, he's my Christian.
He is your priest and he's Christian.
I'm his priest and he's my
For how
Christian.
long was he your Christian?
Since we came to meet at Tigania, when he was marrying Mercy Kaimeni.
You knew him when he was a kid?
I said I came to know him since the time he was marrying the lady Mercy Kaimeni.
Which year?
I knew him back 1998, 1999.
1999, 1998.
Yeah.
And you did the marriage which year?
2000.
Which is approximately a few months or 1 year?
Almost 1 year.
Almost 1 year. Can you conclusively say that you knew him?
Come again?
Can you conclusively say you knew him? Within a duration of 6 months?
I'm saying about 2 years, Your Honor.
You knew him?
2 years I knew Meleka.
Was he
Got
staying,
married.
Shadrach asked you, was he staying in the Catholic residence?
No, Your Honor. The kids
What?
in their homes.
What job was he doing? This is a man you had personal knowledge. What job was he doing?
He was doing different jobs.
Which job was he doing?
I may not remember it was a hustler at that time.
He was a hustler.
Yeah, hustler. Yeah. He was doing many jobs.
He was a hustler. You don't know which job he was
I'm
doing.
sure he was a student that time, Your Honor.
Oh, he was a student.
Student and doing a job and he was doing some course. I don't remember exactly when I met him. He was a youth that time, and this student was also a youth, and they were coming for the meetings, the parish.
Will I be wrong to say that you had no personal knowledge of these two people? Because if you are saying he was a youth, he was a student, he was a hustler.
I knew him in those characters.
So you cannot conclusively say you knew him at the time he was doing the wedding. True?
I knew him, Your Honor, because I stayed with him coming for courses for almost 2 years before they got married.
Did you know that he had children?
I never knew, Your Honor, about that.
Are you shocked
No,
that he
Your
had
Honor.
children elsewhere?
No, Your Honor, I'm not shocked.
You are not.
Why?
You are not shocked. So, When you are conducting this marriage, according to you, you've seen that marriage certificate?
Yes, Your Honor.
What was the job description of Mithika Linturi?
He was doing insurance, Your Honor.
He was an insurance officer,
Yes, Your Honor.
not a hustler. True. Not a student. True. So I put it to you that this man from 2000 has consistently never told you the truth.
Your Honor, as a student, you can also do insurance job.
That's what I'm saying. He cannot.
This was it's the part-time job, Your Honor.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, let us call us students.
This
This is just a
person,
part-time
I'm
job.
trying to tell you that this person consistently from the year 1999 has never told anybody the truth.
I'm not aware of that, Your Honor.
Are you shocked that he was an insurance officer?
I'm not in. No, I'm okay. I'm not shocked.
You're not shocked?
Yeah. But that's part of part-time job.
That is part of the part-time job.
Yeah.
Is priesthood part-time, parcel of part-time job?
That's personal permanent.
It is permanent.
Personal, yeah.
He's an insurance officer part-time.
It depends on what category you are, Your Honor.
Let's move further. You I've told you to tell us about the marriage of the law. What does the canon law say on the aspect of bans?
They have to be announced 3 times before they get married.
Where are the bans supposed to be announced?
And the place where these people come from.
I come from a place called Tondonyang in Turkana. I'm marrying a lady from Tana River. Where will the bans be done under the canon law?
In the churches near where these 2 people come from.
Both in Tondonyang and in Turkana.
Yes.
Thank you. As I told you, you are a bright. My student will never fail me. Where was Mercy Kaimenyi's home?
Tigania Parish,
Where exactly? The village?
Mudara
Mudara, and the church there was Tigania Parish.
Parish.
Where was Senator? That time he was not Senator. He's an insurance officer.
Yeah.
Where was the insurance officer's parish?
Adi Parish.
Athi Parish. Kindly confirm the distance between Athi and Tigania Parish.
It's around 10 kilometers with the new roads now.
10 kilometers. Do you have any document to show that Mithika is parish? There were bans that were conducted there.
We can check, Your Honor.
Do you have any document to show?
I don't have right now.
There is no document. Do you think they were done?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any evidence to say they were done?
I don't have them here, Your Honor. They're not were done.
Will you be surprised that the character building is a person who never tells the truth? That is why selectively you did the bans in Tigania without.
I did in both the parishes, Your Honor.
Huh?
I did in both the parishes.
You did them at his church.
Yeah, and then both the parishes. Your
Do you
Honor.
have any evidence?
Yeah, it's not here, but they were done.
They are not there. So I'm putting to you, you are part of the cartel. You are part of the lying. The man of God. I'm getting embarrassed to my student. You have no evidence that there was bans in his home. And I put it to you, it was selective because in his home, they knew he had several children. And he had other wives. That is why he came to Mercy's home and the bans were done by. What do you say?
They were done in both the parishes, Your Honor. I know that.
You have no evidence. Father Micheni, you have said your full names are who?
Father Jason Micheni Nyeri.
Do you have an ID to that effect that has those three names?
Yes, Your Honor.
Could you show the court?
It's not here now.
The whole father walks without an ID. Look at the marriage certificate. Cliff asked you. The names are three.
Yes, Your Honor.
Is your ID lost?
It is there, Your Honor.
And you cannot bring it to court?
It was not, I was not there to come with the ID, Your Honor.
So I'm telling you, you are part of the lie. It's a serious embarrassment.
I have my ID here.
You have your ID in the phone?
Yeah.
A whole father.
Yes.
Let's proceed. The court will not that. So I'm telling you, the banns were not done. The man who did the wedding is different from you because he's called Father Micheni Ngiri. Here you, in your affidavits, you've sworn by the name, by two names. True? Let's go to the next of your statement.
Your Honor, in our tradition, you can be called 2 or 3 names, and they are accepted because they appear in all your documents.
It's only we wanted an identity. The statement you swore. What is the name there? Just read for the court. The Republic of Kenya?
Yeah. In the Chief Magistrate's Court at Meru, the fourth case number 26 of 2018.
Are you shocked that you are giving evidence in a divorce matter where people want to divorce?
I'm not aware of this, Your Honor.
You're not aware? His own witness statement. The matter started in Meru, then came here. And I put it to you that here we are divorcing people.
Your Honor, I don't appear anywhere here. This is not my statement.
Oh, let me show you your statement. So, I've given you a wrong statement. Get me, see his statement?
That will be page 11 here.
Page 11.
Which bundle? Our bundle.
Look at this. It is a divorce course number
272.
Just read. I hope
Divorce
Cardinal
course
Bob,
number.
the Pope, does not see you and defrock you.
Divorce number 272 of 2018.
That is what you are here for.
I'm here for, I've said what I am.
That is what you are here for.
That's what
If you are never told. Did you sign this thing? Is it your signature?
Yes, Your Honor.
So you are here for people to be divorced. Let us agree the law applicable is a Kenyan law. Read the statement you are in paragraph 7 of that. Just read to the court.
I confirm that the documents alluded to in paragraph 6, A and B of this affidavit are true and accurate copies reception hall. A, the marriage certificate. B, the records kept at the Tigania Palace in relation to this marriage.
Look at those records. You have those records?
We are here, Your Honor. This one, and this one, and this one.
Look at this record.
This is from, yeah.
Describe the record here.
It is the Republic of Kenya, Department of the Registrar General, Marriage Certification Form.
All right.
Yes, yeah.
Who has signed and entered these entries?
Signed and certified by late Reverend Father Amos Moteria.
Is he still alive or dead?
He is alive.
Is he coming to testify?
No, Your Honor.
Why?
Because the time he wrote these documents is when it was needed. That was on the 2018 when we went and retrieved this record from the records there, and the priest was there, was on to do this job.
I've asked a simple question. You are not the one who wrote that.
Yes, Your Honor.
But you are coming to say you are given by Reverend who?
I was in that, this place, Your Honor, I left it there, and the one who is here is only
Just
the
simple.
document, Your Honor.
Who wrote this document? Reverend?
Who signed and certified was
Yes.
Amos. But this record is holder.
Just answer
and the
my
team boss.
question. Reverend Amos is alive.
Yeah, you one who certified this record.
Just answer
Not the
my
one who wrote
question.
this record, Your Honor.
Now don't ask me this question. I've asked you. Who inserted these writings?
Yes, Reverend Amos.
Reverend Amos.
Yes.
Is Reverend Amos in Chuka Hospital?
No,
Is he in any hospital?
no,
Is he dead?
no.
Can he come and testify?
If it's called, he can't.
Thank you. Let's proceed. Let's go to the next document. This one. Who wrote that document?
It was written by the secretary in the office long time ago.
Which secretary?
It was, that time was called, was the man there at that time. Because this was written long time ago.
I don't know. Who brought them? Is it that person or you?
No, this was, it was written by the priest who is here today.
It is you who wrote it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
That one confirmed.
Yes.
So do you know whether it is secretary, the person who is not there, or it is you?
This news because I signed, I wrote my name here and I wrote this document.
Thank you.
Those are over 20 years ago.
These are over 20 years ago. So this document you wrote in 20 when? Is this a photocopy of what you wrote? Which year?
These are true photos of what I wrote.
In which year did you draft this?
When it was getting married, that is 2000.
Show me the date you wrote that document.
It was 28th of April 2000.
That is when you wrote that document.
Yeah. And it was photocopied last year.
Read from here. Read the story from there.
This is called marriage, contracted marriage according to the rites of the Catholic Church. Today, 8th,
No, read complete.
all renewed their consent. The blanket, all renewed their consent.
Yes.
Today, 8th, the month of April, the year 2000.
Yes.
In the Church of Tigania Palace, district is Meru North, province is Eastern, in the presence of Father Jason Micheni, delegated by that of them, on 8 April 2000.
Thank you. Who did you wed?
Mithika and Mercy.
Have you seen the statement of Mithika? There. Have you seen him confirming that you wedded him?
Yes, Your Honor.
Have you seen it?
Let me check it.
Check his statement. Help me to see Mithika's statement.
That would be page 4, Your Honor.
Page 4. Have you seen one?
Page 4.
Have you seen one?
This is page. Starts with the
Page
page.
4
Oh, yeah.
of our battery, Your Honor.
Yes.
You have seen it.
Yes.
What is the heading of the person writing that statement?
The name of the head.
The person.
High Franklin Mithika Lintori.
Thank you. He's confirming you married him. Can you show me the statement of the person who you married Mithika with? You said she's called Mercy.
Yes, Your Honor.
Show me any statement there she confirms that you married her.
Your Honor, you have seen the certificate. It is
No,
there.
I've asked a simple question. The certificate was there when Mithika wrote this. True? Show me any statement Mercy confirms that you did marry her.
It is not here, Your Honor.
Is Mercy dead or alive?
It's alive. Very strong.
Is any statement of us there?
Is there any statement of mercy there?
You have that of the husband, Your Honor.
Thank you. I don't want to go to the video. How many people did you show me and show the court who attended this wedding?
There are many, Your Honor.
There are many. Is there any other person who has sworn an affidavit other than you and Senator?
Yes, Your Honor.
Who?
The other witness,
Who?
John Bayer.
Bayer. Who else? Bayer is an advocate.
Perhaps Your Honor, I can get the legal guidance so that I don't object without due cause. Counsel is proceeding as though there is a legal obligation for a party to a marriage to make a witness statement, or for both parties. And number two, he is asking questions as though there is a legal a certain number of witnesses to prove your case. To my best understanding of the law, the answer to both issues is in the negative. The law, actually, there is a rule in the Evidence Act that says you do not require any to prove your case or to disprove your adversary's case. And it is not also a legal requirement in a case like the one before you that both the husband and the wife must respectively make witness statements. So I don't get the basis if the purpose of cross-examination is to cast aspersions, to cast doubt on credibility and whatnot. To me, this line of questioning is unnecessarily badgering the witness because nothing legal turns on the answer anyway.
Anna,
Let's do a read. Let's do a read.
is a re-examination.
But
There's a re-examination to that. Your Honor, it is 5:30. It's 5:30. And very many of us will be going to pick primary school kids from school. We request we adjourn.
no, the question of course is how much time do you need?
With him,
Yes.
I have had another almost 6 more hours to cross-examine. I have another 6 more hours to cross-examine. So, really, we can't finish.
Perhaps I should, of course, counsel he wants is 6 or even 60 hours. We must also remember the court is always in control of this process. And whereas parties are very right to cross-examine, the court can allocate time. Actually, that's the practice across all types of cases. So that even though a party has done this right, in my view, it does not show respect for judicial time. For a witness whose statement is 2 pages of double space, we've already had him cross-examined for about an hour, and you're told we need 6 more hours. What I'm saying is that perhaps the court needs to control how much time we can take. I had hoped, given the short scope of this witness's evidence, would be done with him today, so that he would not have to come here again on 15, which is the other day. But clearly, from the way counsel is proceeding, it appears the strategy is to ensure we spill over. It's within his right, but I would also ask that it be more reasonable.
I've always judicial time when his witness is being cross-examined. He had all his time to cross-examine my witnesses.
Your Honor, let us get the evidence from the witnesses you want.
Just continue. No, there's a gridlock. There's a gridlock. It will take you another 1 hour to get out of So just ask a few questions.
We'll take another 10 minutes, we'll add John. Put the video to him. That you presided over wedding.
Yes, Your Honor.
Who is that? Could you be pausing? I'll be asking questions.
I may have to play DJ, Your Honor.
Where are the venues?
Na nyuma kidogo itaonekana. At the church mbele, Your Honor.
No. The video should explain by itself. Show us any evidence that this is Tigania Church. That's what I'm asking.
The backyard is clear, Your Honor.
Where? Where does it show?
But the backyard is in part of Tigania Parish.
Show, you can move around there. Show the court, the venue of the wedding.
I'm just searching for it, Your Honor, just for the record. There is a clip that indicates the church.
That's what I'm after.
It may be right at the start. Once again, play the initial minutes and show.
Here, written that Mercy marries Mudeka and that is on the wall of the church. But you can't see the following clear, but they are very clear. The ones are very clear for that marriage.
I have asked a simple question. Answer my question. Is there any evidence that this is at Tigania Church? Say the yes or no.
To my knowledge, is yes.
I've not asked who is wedding who.
To my knowledge, it is yes, Your Honor. This is Tigania Parish.
Could you show it?
I can see the wall behind the church where I was joining them.
You know the wall.
Yeah.
The court doesn't know the wall. And I don't know the wall.
I'm going to testify that I know the wall.
So the simple answer is that from counsel is still looking for evidence of the church.
No, it's there, Your Honor. I think the court, so that we save time, the court can look at the video. If you form the view that it is not there because I'm dead sure it is there.
I have questions.
Only that I have not played DJ this rock, but it's definitely there.
I have questions to raise when I say. I'm not asking just.
And if it's necessary, Your Honor, you see our saving time, we can take 3 hours, watch, when then we'll reach that place where it's clearly labeled on the wall that this is Tigania, so that as I was saying, it will help if we are being more reasonable. We can watch the whole video if that is important.
Then I don't take that lightly that I'm being unreasonable.
Or my colleague can
Senator,
watch
just
this
keep
video.
quiet. It is the lawyer's battle. It's not what you want. It is what I'm entitled under cross-examination. And Your Honor, I seek to be protected from Senator. He still has a hangover that he's a state officer. He's a mere litigant and he cannot comment when lawyers are arguing. Let him know that position. I'm taking offense that he has been retorting from down there with a lot of irritation. He's just a mere litigant. He's not having any special position here. I've asked a simple question. Can you show me where Tigania Church is?
In that scene, you can see it, Your Honor.
Thank you. So, was dowry paid before this marriage was, you consecrated this marriage?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, dowry was paid.
In form of what?
I'm not aware of that, Your Honor, but it was paid.
You are aware it was paid, but you don't know.
Yeah, I know it was paid.
It
Your
was
Honor.
in what form?
I'm not aware, Your Honor.
Were you present when the dowry was being paid?
No, Your Honor.
Who told you that dowry was paid?
The program and the progress of the marriage preparations.
Who told you that dowry was paid?
It is the programs we had and the preparation.
Who? Father, answer my question. Who told you? Because you have said you
The
were.
parents told me.
The parents?
Yeah.
Who specifically told you that dowry was paid?
Mr. Micheni, the father of Mercy Kaimeni.
Yes. Told you that dowry was paid.
Yes, Your
Did he tell you how much?
No, Your Honor. It was
He never
not
told
my
you
brother to know
dowry
that.
was paid. Did he tell you the venue the dowry was paid?
No, my Honor. It was not
You were never
my
told
brother that one.
the venue the dowry was paid. Were you told when it was paid?
It was not my brother, my Honor, that one.
It was not your brother.
Yeah.
What does the laws of the Catholic Church demand in terms of consent of parents and dowry?
You ask the parents of the lady if they have been given the dowry. When they say yes, you continue. That's only your part. That's what I did myself. They told me yes, and they continued the marriage.
Your home area is where? Tigania. Are you a Tigania person?
No, Your Honor.
Where is your home area?
Chuka.
Chuka falls under the Igembe or who?
Falls at Tarakanidi County.
What subclan of the male?
It
We
is
have sub-tribes, not sub-clans.
Also.
This man, that means description.
I know that for sure, having worked there for 6 years. In that Chuka
sure.
That's what I'm saying. The court is out. So is it a subclan or a subtribe?
Sub-tribe.
What subtribe do you come from?
Chuka sub-tribe.
What subtribe does Mheshimiwa come from?
That is Igembe.
He's again. Do you know the customary practices of dowry of the Igembes?
I'm not very aware, Your Honor.
You don't know. Do you know the customary practices of the Chuka, where you come from?
Yes, Your Honor.
What is the dowry in Chuka?
Your Honor, at Chuka, you are given honey, you are given blankets, you are given cows and goats, depending on the lady and the parents. Depending.
We are conducting a Catholic wedding or a Chuka customary marriage?
Traditional customary marriage.
So, did Mithika Linturi, if he did, he paid dowry, did he do a Christian marriage or an African customary marriage?
Both, Your Honor.
He did.
Both
Thank you.
of them.
You have confirmed he did 2 weddings.
Did one. That is not a wedding, Your Honor. You also know that. Because I know you are married.
Yeah, me, I'm married. Are you yourself?
No, Your Honor.
So do you have the competence to deal with the questions of marriage?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you have never been married?
Yes, Your Honor.
By choice.
You don't need to become a Haynes patient to treat Haynes, Your Honor.
Oh, good. You don't become a maid patient for me to treat. Let me ask you this question. Are you aware Mithika Linturi paid dowry to one Marianne KEITANY? Let me get.
We found a clip, it's from minute number 24.
Let us see it. I have several questions. Counsel.
I'm waiting for it so that we doesn't run away again.
It's very clear there, Your Honor.
Yes, now you are talking one.
As usual, Your Honor.
As you know. Stand there, then I ask you a few questions. Where that is.
Help him. Wait.
Yeah, just read it to the court.
Which church was this conducted?
It was Our Lady Help of Christians, Tigania Catholic Church.
Thank you. Look at your statement. Look at your statement.
Our Lady.
You can stand there to read.
It's Our Lady
Help of Christians.
of Sri Lankan Sea.
Get me the statement where the wedding was conducted. According to your statement, where was the marriage conducted?
Tigania Catholic Parish.
Tigania Catholic Parish. Read from here where the wedding was conducted.
Very clear. Tigania Catholic Parish.
Show me.
Tigania Catholic Church.
Read.
It's also here.
Father, just goes. Read your statement and read here.
Help of Christians.
I want the court to record.
But Your Honor, the one
Just
Our
don't
Lady
say-
is silent because it's small letters.
Don't say. Just answer. When I was looking for it, I had a reason.
I know that.
Your Honor,
Our Lady Help of Christians, Tigania Catholic Church.
thank you. From your statement, where was marriage conducted?
Tigania Catholic Parish.
Tigania Catholic Parish. Let us go to the semantics of the Catholic Church. What is the definition of a parish?
A parish is where it's an headquarters where the priest stays and it has many other outstations.
A parish has very many.
Has one or more outstations.
What is a church?
A church is a place of worship.
Identical with a specific building or ground. Specific. A church is one. A parish is a conglomeration of churches. True?
You don't think so?
You have told me.
A
What
parish
is? Answer the
is-
question. What is the parish?
A parish is a center made of one or two prayer houses to make it be called a parish.
Did you do the wedding at Tigania Catholic Parish?
Yes, Your Honor.
From the video, did you do the wedding at Tigania Catholic Church?
Yes, Your Honor.
And are they different?
The names are synonymous, Your Honor. in
Just
this
synonymous.
case.
According to you.
Yeah.
According to you.
Yes, Your Honor.
But you have confirmed from the video, it is Our Lady of Help, Tigania Church.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. And I'll also be asking Karanja to look for me the reception, where the reception was conducted. I want the court to see that. As we look at, did you get the consent of the parents of Mercy and Mythica to do the wedding?
Yes, Your Honor.
The consent was obtained. Did this consent, was the consent written?
No, Your Honor. It is verbal.
It was verbal. So you confirm that you looked for the consent of his parent and their parent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank
it
you.
talks to them.
Look at the document presented before this court.
Yes.
The document is report. Look at it. Look at the document where it says the consent of parents.
Page?
It is page. Page? They are bundles. Page 23. Look at a place where the consent is being asked. Read. Parents. Just read. It's in English.
Parents' consent obtained, yes or no?
What have you said? This one. Page 23. What does it? It says consent, parents' consent.
Not applicable.
Not applicable. Thank you. That is your own handwriting.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. But you did confirm that the consent was obtained by the parents.
When it is written, you write the document, but it's not written, so it is not applicable because it was not written, it was verbal. That's why we write it down to the document, Your Honor.
Have you gotten the place of the reception?
Yes.
Showing the venue. I only wanted you to confirm. Yeah, if he is not part of the section. No. I will ask. Page 24. Look at page 24. Have you seen it?
Yes, Your Honor.
What is it?
It is the receipt for the marriage certificate number 285565.
It is an official receipt or
Yeah,
of which entity, the church or government?
this is the government, Your Honor.
That is the government. It is serial number?
Yeah, it is for
Serial number
58,
58
97,
97.
554.
It is dated when?
24th December 2018.
24th December 2018. True. 2018. It is for what purpose?
Search for copy of the marriage certificate number 285565.
Thank you. It was a search for a copy
Yes,
of
Your Honor.
the marriage certificate.
Yes, Your Honor.
Where is that marriage certificate? Get the original.
You can ask
Where's
Your
the
Honor.
usually sits still
Allow
in
me
my
to see,
breast
Your Honor.
pocket, Your Honor. Otherwise in my safe.
Is this what you are paying for?
Yes, Your Honor, from the government of Kenya.
This is the marriage certificate that you paid for.
To confirm it is the one.
Record is not this witness who applied for.
Who brought the receipt?
It is the respondent who went to the government the government registry to get a certified copy of the marriage certificate. So it is not the witness who paid for the money reflected in that receipt. He is not the witness who applied for the certified copy. So those questions should be asked to the respondent when he takes to the stand, because this witness then will not be able to speak authoritatively.
You've seen the receipt Mithika went and paid for.
Your Honor, this receipt was to get the copy of the government.
Answer my question.
Because this was from the church.
That was wrong. You have seen the receipt.
Yes.
It is for a copy.
Yes, Your Honor.
And it is dated when?
24th December 2018.
Confirm this marriage certificate whether it's a copy or is an original.
This is an original, Your Honor.
Base is an original.
Yes.
So that receipt has no relationship with this one.
It has, Your Honor. Because it was to get the copy of this from the
I've
government
not asked
sector.
about the copy. The copy is there.
Yes.
Look at the copy now. Look at that copy.
That's not a copy. The witness should be asked the question. That's a certified copy. It's not a copy in the ordinary sense of the word of a photocopy.
It is a certified copy. Thank you. Let us go through the certified copy. Is that the certified copy?
Your Honor, also request this question. I may not be able to answer
I've
this
not asked any
question.
question. Just read what it is. I'm not asking you anything. You're not the one who entered it.
Then what are you asking, Your Honor?
Read what
It
is
is
there.
written certified copy of certificate of marriage.
Thank you. It is issued when?
This one was issued It was issued on 28th day of December 2018.
Yes.
It was 28th day of December 2018.
It was issued on which day?
28th December 2018.
The payment was done when?
24th December 2018.
It was paid for on the 24th
Yeah,
of December.
yeah. And issued on 28th of December.
And issued on 28th December. Thank you. You have deponed in your witness statement that to the best of your knowledge, Honorable Mithika Linturi has never divorced. True?
I've never heard of it, Your Honor.
Look at your paragraph that no divorce has ever been done.
Yes, sir.
That is your position? That is your position?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. And you'll defend that. I'm going to show you an affidavit where Mithika Linturi has said he is not married. Have you ever seen that affidavit?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you. Just a wait, page. Our replying affidavit dated the 24th April 2018.
19, filed in the court of law. There is second 2 documents in that one. The last 2 pages.
The very last.
The last 2 pages. Let's start with the last one. This is, read here, the last page. What is that?
Your Honor, that affidavit would first of all have to be put to the supposed maker, who is Linturi, because the witness is being asked to read Linturi's affidavit on the question of whether Linturi is married, which is the ultimate question in the court. So we would have to see the document. I actually don't know.
I've said the document.
Let me be
court
sure.
record. You are replying affidavit.
Let me look at this. This is not an affidavit, Your Honor. The witness.
The
is being
replying
shown.
affidavit. We have only talked about the
That's the
annexure.
title. Your Honor, the affidavit is, then you should say the annexure.
The annexure.
The annexure, and that's why I'm saying this is a document that is very different from the way now your record, if we didn't interject, would show Linturi saw an affidavit that he's not married. And that's why I'm saying that counsel be specific what document is putting to the witness. Because this document the witness is being shown clearly is not an affidavit, whether by Linturi or by anyone.
Ghana is a simple issue. Let's start with the affidavit, the second page. After that, second last. Look at this affidavit. Read the affidavit. You know your found it?
Same as this, Your Honor. Can you this is the same?
Read this. Forget about this a petition.
It's very clear, Your Honor.
This is a petition. Read what I'm showing you.
Okay.
Read aloud.
Republic of Kenya, in the matter of oaths and statutory declaration act.
We are looking at the affidavit. It's page 2. The same affidavit.
Page 2.
The last one from back. There's the University of Nairobi, then there's an affidavit under oaths and declaration. All right? Read that.
Republic of Kenya, in the matter of the oath and statutory declaration act, chapter 15, laws of Kenya, affidavit. Franklin Mideka Linturi of Post Office Box number 2694 00100 Nairobi, Republic of Kenya, hereby solemnly make a oath and state as follows.
Thank you.
1. That I am an adult of sound mind and the holder of the Kenyan National Identity Card number 1146839, and am therefore competent to swear this affidavit.
Yes.
Number 2, that I am the registered proprietor of all that changed property known as title number 123703, pursuant to a certificate of title dated 19th November 2009 and registered LR number 7785/1324, original number 7785/10/892. Number 3, that I swear this affidavit to confirm that I am not married and therefore the what is here? What number you see? And therefore the what?
Just proceed. The suit property.
Therefore, the suit property does not form part of any matrimonial property. That I swear this affidavit to further confirm that I do not require the consent, spouses, or of family or community members in order to charge the property herein. Number 5, that what is deponed to herein is true to the best of my knowledge, information, belief.
Yes. Proceed.
This is D. What is it? D. I swear.
Sworn.
So I swear this affidavit in accordance with the oaths and
Statutory Declaration.
And the Statutory Declaration Act.
Sworn
at Nairobi on 30th day of March 2017. The Saint Mithika Linturi ID number 10 and 14 839.
Who did you marry? What is the name of the person you married?
Mercy Kaimenyi.
With who?
Mithika Linturi.
Who is that one saying? Who is this one who is swearing this affidavit?
Your Honor, the witness cannot confirm who has sworn that affidavit. The most the witness can do is read for you the name appearing on the affidavit. The only person who can confirm whether indeed that is an affidavit by Linturi is either Linturi himself or a handwriting expert. So the witness can be asked to tell you on the face of the document who does it purport to be made by. But the witness cannot testify the way the question is framed that that is indeed an affidavit made by the Honorable Linturi, because it would be hearsay.
Read your witness statement.
Which one?
He'll give you the witness statement. The one you did. You have read here. Are you getting the point? Yes. You are read here, and I repeat it, that I swear this affidavit to confirm that I'm not married. Who is saying this? What's the name of that person?
Yes,
from here.
Mithika Linturi.
Franklin Mithika Linturi. Of ID number? Read the ID number. The ID number
is 10 14 68 39.
Is this the person you wedded?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Are you shocked that by 2017 he was not married?
I'm not aware of this.
No, I'm only asking. Are you shocked now? Read it twice. You can get better specs from Japan.
Better shots.
Better shots so that you see. You have now seen where I was telling you. This person has never told you the truth. You are a man of God. Tell us the truth. Thank you. Were you a member? Do you know one Franklin Mithika Linturi graduated with a degree in law from the University of Nairobi? Are you aware?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Did you attend the graduation party?
No, Your Honor.
Do you know when that graduation was?
No, Your Honor.
You will not, but you are aware.
I'm aware.
He went to the university, the prestigious V University. True?
Yes, Your Honor.
And he did law.
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you know whether he told the university that he was married or not married?
I'm not aware of that.
Look at the last page. Look at the last page. How is that document? Just read. Show your document.
Read from where, Your Honor?
No, just read the heading. The court has it.
University of Nairobi.
Yes.
Application form for admission to undergraduate studies, self-sponsored students.
Thank you.
For further information on application procedure, refer it to this website. It's written there.
Yes.
Of this form should be completed and returned, sent to the academic registrar. The form should be typed or completed by block letters. Attach 2 passport size photographs, 2 copies of result slips, all certificates and originals, application fee deposit slip.
Yes. So, who is the person applying?
Mideka LINTURI.
When is he applying?
13th July 2013.
13th of July 2013. What is he applying for?
That is section B. The course applying details is Bachelor of Law.
What is the name in full of the applicant?
LINTURI Franklin Mideka.
Does this name look like the one you did a wedding for?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Let's proceed. Look at the marital status.
Supported.
Huh?
It reads separated.
It reads separated. It reads what?
Separated.
Were you aware it was separated in 2013?
I'm not aware, Your Honor.
This is the first time you are getting this information. Which university is this one?
Nairobi University.
Me, I told you I teach where?
Where?
Bodomi teaches at the University of Nairobi. Thank you.
I lecture, Your Honor.
He's a lecturer. Be prestigious. And I could be at John. We lay basis on that. We'll
And
proceed.
we are called lecturers because we do not usually take courses in pedagogy so as to qualify to be a teacher.
Thank you.
Amy took courses in pedagogy because his background is in education. So his first love is he's a teacher, and law is his second love.
Yeah. Master.
When is our next date? 15th.
15, Your Honor.
That will be next week.
Yes. I think the timing was taken for 2:30.
2:30. Then I don't know whether on that day, myself, Mr. Wamboi, and Mr. Cliff will be at the High Court at 2:30 for Cohen's matter. We leave it for the court to make a decision.
I don't understand.
On that day, for the Cohen was a Sarah Wairimu matter. We request that the matter we start at 2:45. We tell the court so that we subdivide ourselves. At least one half of comes to proceed, 2 councils.
That's okay.
2:45. Much. Thank you.